too.
The smell of coffee is in the air. It must be time for another episode of The Art of Struggle. Welcome to another episode of my podcast called The Art of Struggle. You can hear me rant about art, video games, movies, pop culture, CGI, the industry, and much, much more. My name is Fatai, and I'll be your guide as we explore the world of CG, pop culture, and the people who make it all possible. Today we're going to talk about Banksy and his most recent stunt. His most recent stunt includes or is a work of art that is created in the moment. So Banksy's latest piece, which is up for auction at the Soda by Lemons, was just recently sold for about $1.4 million. I think the bid started around £200,000, but then just kept going up until it reached 1.4 million. But that's not the best part about the story. Listen, Banksy installs a shredder inside of the frame of the canvas. The canvas is of a little girl and she's holding a balloon with a heart in it. And it's a Banksy original. And this piece is just sold for $1.4 million. So he installs a shredder inside of the frame of this this picture. And the moment it gets sold for auction, it gets shredded halfway through. It just gets shredded. And everybody is just looking in disbelief as to what's going on. But when I first heard the story, my first speculation is the moment he did that, he just made the piece go up even more. And I was right, because what they're saying is the owner of it, which is some European woman who doesn't want to be identified. She's part of the Soda Buy Club or whatever, and they're part of the auction house or whatever, and they have their own collective little group and they don't want to be identified. But she says that this is a one of a kind because now it's like no one in the history of art has ever been there in the process of the making of a piece. Because he shredded in half, it is taking it from what it was originally into a new piece. And it'll soon be on display at, I think, a local museum around there. So yeah, this is very interesting. So now the price of it just shot up. And according to Banksy himself, if you go on his Instagram, he put a picture of it up and it says, going, gone. So that is just crazy. And yeah, on his page, he also puts so here's the video on Banksy's page. Let's watch this real quick. So a few years ago, he secretly built this. This is crazy. This is why Banksy is a master. Yeah, in case it was ever put up for auction, he put a shredder inside of it. Okay. And this is a book. Before I continue, he put this Picasso quote up, and let me read you this Picasso quote. It says, "The urge to destroy is also a creative urge." Listen to that. The urge to destroy is also a creative urge. He's trolling y'all right now. What's good? So that's the original. That's what it looks like originally in its frame. And he had built that shredder inside of it. These people are all just going about their business, selling their art, just, banging their gavels. Everybody's clapping and thank you. Look at their faces. Oh my God, all these art collectors, their heads are gonna explode. What are they gonna do about this piece of paper that just got shredded? And yeah, So that is crazy. That is awesome. Keep on keeping on, bro. Keep on doing your thing. And yeah, that's going to be today's quote. Today's quote is, the urge to destroy is also a creative urge. Pablo Picasso. I want to thank you for watching another episode of my podcast. I want to remind you that you can catch any of these episodes on YouTube. You can listen to any of them on the podcast, Anchor, iTunes, pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts. My name is Ty. Thank you for watching another episode of The Art of Struggle, and I'm signing out.